Guys, we just got back from Sema 2025 and I just want to show you a few of the products that I personally brought home from the show or that I got from some vendors to make reviews on, etc. There's some new products, some products you might not have seen before. So if you're interested, these are just some nice products that Sema had to show. A lot of times you don't see all of these on different channels because they've always pushed the new products. So let's dive into it. Stick around. At the end, I'm gonna cut scene to some walkthroughs of booths, so I apologize. It's gonna go from landscape to horizontal because I put them on Instagram already, but I just wanna add those in if you guys are curious to see them. So, all right, move the camera over a little bit so I can get in front of it and show you guys what I saw. So obviously, a lot of you guys know that I big fan of Koken. They're a really big supporter of mine as well, so I was in their booth, so a lot of this stuff is from them. But I also went to some other booths. A lot of other guys, I said, you know what, if you want me to make a review, send it to me later, sell it to a customer. But anyway, diving into it, let's start with some Koken. So now, obviously, Koken's out in front. Some of these are new products, like let's start with a new. This is a T-handle, right? So we have a straight T-handle on this side, this is 1/4 inch, and then we have their wobble fix design on this side. I know, obviously y'all know of the Wobble Fix or Snap-on's Wobble Plus. So basically on one side of the T-handle, you have this guy where put it in and you have a wobble, or click it and it's fixed. So wobble, fix, you get the gist. This side is just straight. So if you need some leverage, put it in this side, crank on it. Now, 1/4 inch, 3/8 also available. The 3/8, same thing, fixed, wobble, leverage on this side. You get the gist. I have some of their T-handles, they're fantastic. These ones are actually prototypes, but they're gonna have laser etching and stamping right here. This one doesn't have it, like I said, it's a prototype from the show, so you get it. Really excited for those. A lot of motorcycle guys, a lot of small engine guys use T-handles, so it's nice to see that they're incorporating the wobble fix on one side and just the regular on the other. You have both options in one T-handle. Another thing from them that I thought was cool is they have the protective wheel sockets, right? So this is a protective wheel socket insert. So you have this protective layer. Now, if you just have a regular 19 mil impact socket, but you want a protective wheel socket, maybe you have, like my own personal 4Runner, I have nice wheels on it, I don't wanna mess them up. Or you have a few customers that have really small, like 19 mil lugs on a 4Runner for aftermarket wheels. So what they did is they have this, and basically this is a 19 millimeter and it just clicks into this socket. So now this socket, this is what's going into the wheel and it's a protective wheel socket. So I thought that was pretty cool. Picked those up in 19 and 21 because that's really all I'm gonna use. Now, moving on, this is another product that Koken offers. It's a 10 millimeter nut grip, 3/8 drive, but it also has that dual drive style that a lot of other people offer. I didn't know Koken offered these. They have a whole bunch of these. So I was like, let me take the one, let me take the 10. That's probably what I'll use the most. And I'm gonna use it at my shop and I'm gonna see how it does and I'll report back to you guys. Another one from them, this is part number PK2346/6. It's just an adapter set. So 1/4 to 3/8, 3/8 to 1/4, 3/8 to half, half to 3/8, 1/2 inch to 3/4, and 3/4 to 1/2 inch. So I have a Snap-on set. I wanna slowly start replacing all my Snap-on stuff with Koken. That's just a personal preference. So I thought this would be a cool little set to have. I don't know prices on these. If you comment below something you want a price on, I'll get it for you. Show pricing was, they had some specials going on, so I don't know offhand, but you can use TxToolGuy 10 for 10% off your Koken order year round. We also have Black Friday coming up. It's gonna be, I think, 30%, but don't quote me on that. So some other things that they offer, these are impact driver. This is a 1/4 inch hex to a 1/2 inch locking impact driver attachment. Why? I don't know. Ignorant, it's cool. I thought it was awesome, so I got it. Also got one in 3/8, and I already have the 1/4 ones, and they're really awesome. They're just high quality impact driver adapters, so you don't have to keep changing like to different bit drivers or nut setters or whatever. You just have one adapter, put your sockets on. So it's that. This guy, this is a 1/2 inch speed handle. So this spins up here, and you just, let me try to do it like this. So spare tires, whatever you need them for. This is just one of those, I think it's old school. I think it's cool. I'm probably actually just gonna hang it in my hutch, for being honest. So that's that. Let's move on to this guy. This is part number, let me get this foam out of the way, 1201. I'll hold that up for you guys. 1201. And all this is, it's a metric set of stud removers. So instead of putting it on a socket, you're in a tight area, this is like an 8 mil, you just, I think I got an 8 right here. Oop. You just put her in there and then crank it, and it's just a little roller, tapered rollers, 3 in there. I thought it's a cool little set. So it's a 6, 8, 10, 12. Obviously me working on Toyotas, this is perfect. It's all the Toyota sizes. I do a lot of exhaust manifolds, ironically. So this is a cool little set to pick up. And then this next set in the red case I thought was really kind of unique. So part number 4202. What it is you get this, get it out, 17 millimeter, looks like a 1/2 inch drive. 1/2 inch drive socket, wow. And you get 19 hex, 17/14 hex, 12/13, 10/11, 8/3/8, which that's kind of interesting, and then 8 and 10. So all you do is say it's a 1417. It's got 2 little detents. You just pop it in. So now it's a 14 millimeter hex socket. Flip it around. Now it's a 17 millimeter hex socket, and they're pretty stubby. But the best part is, these are all 17 outside diameter. So if you have a 17 millimeter socket, so this is a 3/8 just socket, I can put this in there, and now that little ball detent locks it in, and now it's on whatever socket that's a 17 mil. 3/8, well, actually quarter, Techman makes a 3/8, I mean a 1/4 inch 17 mil, which is completely asinine, and I love it. I have the set. So I picked this up. Again, I don't know the price. If you're on the go and you don't want to carry a full set of hex, this comes in this case. So I think it's a cool little hex set to carry with you. Thought it was really interesting. Now I'm gonna pan real quick. Home Depot buckets, these are like 98 cents. They're technically an ornament. I got 3 of them, one for my son, one to put on the tree, and I'm actually gonna keep odds and ends in my toolbox. I thought they were cool. So y'all might think it's cool too. 98 cents at Home Depot. All right, moving on from Koken, we have this from Vim. So what this is you get this roll of waxed braided silk, little Allen key to take this plate off. And this is like an emblem remover. It's a EWRT1. So it's an emblem remover tool. Basically, imagine this is an emblem. You just put it under it and just, instead of using like fishing line or whatever you use, but it also works for wheel weights. That's why I picked it up, was I was like, I don't do a lot of debadging, but wheel weights are big. We do tires, unfortunately. So I wanted that. One of the videos that I'm gonna clip into the end is going to be from Vim. They have a new torque wrench that's super awesome. It's got like they call it a torque brake. It basically is almost like a split beam but digital, and it basically has this torque brake where it brakes so you can't over torque fasteners. I thought that was really cool. Stopped at Klein. My friend Faye, Pistons and Pixie Dust, y'all probably know her. She was in the booth, so she wanted me to come say hi. I talked to them. I just picked up a little, it's a 8 mil 10 mil, if it'll focus. So basically it's just 8 and 10 flip socket, and then a 1/4 inch hex with this ball detent and a magnet. So either side is magnetic. You just flip it, put it in there, go about your day. Pretty standard from Klein. They're getting more into the automotive industry. The part number on that is 32931M if you're interested. And then moving on, we have a few more things over here to look at. I'm gonna lower this down a bit. And I really am interested in this. This is from OSK Tools. They're new, kind of new and up and coming. I have some of their stuff, but it's just 2 bits, right? So this is a Phillips bit, and it says multi on it. I'm gonna try, let me turn this flash off real quick. That didn't work, so I'm gonna turn it down just a whisper. and I want it to focus and it's not focusing. So what it is there's steps on here. So I have different size Phillips and they fit into them. That Phillips 3 goes all the way. Phillips 1 goes on, no problem. So what it is, and I'm really gonna try to get this to focus actually. Where's my lens? Bear with me, guys. Doing all of this, it's been a long day. So, if it will... Alright, well, I'm gonna give up. I don't think it's gonna focus. If you could see it, there's like steps. It's almost like a step Phillips bit, so that's cool. Same with this. It's a tapered, stepped, slotted, so it's a SL456. I thought they were cool. Put it on like a ratcheting bit driver, and that's like an interior bit tool. So I thought that was cool. So I got them. Now, final thing is this Teslong borescope. I'm gonna pause real quick, take it out of the box. So all right, got it out of the case. So it comes in this nice carrying case out of the box. Comes with a charger. And now this is what I really like. So here's just, we're looking at whatever, okay? So you want to see what's behind you, intake valves, whatever. So now there's me recording, or we can go this way to see how it is a telescoping borescope. So this is the TD500. It has, I believe, it has a capture mode on it, a bunch of different modes, different camera angles, etc. All right, sorry about that. I was having some technical difficulties. My fingers aren't really working as they should. So basically you hold this brightness button to adjust the camera brightness. Long press this camera button, you switch between photo and video. This button right here rotates it 180 degrees or magnifies it. So, again, like that. I'm gonna use this at the shop and I'm gonna give you all a review, a full video review on it. This is just, man, I got home from Sema and I have this, so it's still new to me. And then you got a bunch of some other different magnets and probes and stuff that you can accessorize with the camera. So really excited to have a nice high quality borescope. I have like a $7 borescope off Amazon and I'm really excited to use this one. I've heard really good things about Teslong and they reached out. They said, come by the booth. We want to show you this. So I went by the booth and as you can see, it has a little cutout for the camera itself. And yeah, so I checked it out. I played with it a little at Sema and we're gonna take it to the shop. We're gonna see how it works real time and I will report back to you guys. But having an articulating borescope is a huge thing to look at, like intake valves, exhaust valves, anything like that. There's some alcohol prep pads and stuff there too to clean it, but all in all, really excited. Like I said, I'm gonna pan when I'm done here to some reels and stuff. So again, sorry, it's gonna go from horizontal to vertical. That's just how I took them. Anyway, really appreciate all you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, etc. I'll try to be more consistent in videos. I say that every video, but life is crazy and I'm really excited to get all this stuff to the shop. Let me know what you like, what you dislike, anything you want to see. Obviously, y'all know the companies I like to partner with. So yeah, if you guys want to see anything, new products from any of these vendors, if there's something you want me to review, want me to get in the shop and tell you what I think about it, make a video on, drop that in the comments. Let me know and I'll do my best to get it. So again, appreciate you guys watching and I'll see you in the next one. All right, we're at the Koken booth, Sema 25. You can use that guy. But as always, extensions are fantastic. Z-series Allens, the ratchets, very smooth. Lug nut sockets, they make a 22 protective, which is awesome. The whole nut grip line, I've demonstrated those all the time. The nut grip's amazing. Then we got a nice little, like here is a not spark plug, oxygen sensor socket. So these are flare nut sockets, but they make a 22 for oxygen sensors. Fantastic, I have it, I love it. Nut twisters, so rounded bolts, basically extractor style sockets. These are a double hex for Toyota cylinder head bolts. They have an 8 and a 10. Those are fantastic. Screwdrivers, striking cap, love those. And then universal nut grips. Those are absolute lifesavers. So if y'all want to see anything specific, let me know in the comments. And here's the Sema 25.
Oh yeah, like you said, interchangeable heads. So the longer version, which is this, will have a 3/8 as well as a 1/2 inch head. Eventually we'll have more attachments for it, so you can use the same system with. The shorter one's gonna have 1/4 to 3/8. Now, it works like a mechanical torque wrench, but it has all the digital functions. So I already calibrated here. I set it to 45 foot-pounds here. It's gonna have 4 different feedbacks: vibrating, visual, audio, and then it's gonna have an LED. This little ring right here will light up green when you're getting close to it. It'll start beeping quicker, and then it'll actually turn red once you hit that desired torque. So you go, let's put this in. All right, that ran out of battery already. All right, so right here you can see the screen. If you want to look at it, you see how close we're getting to. And as you get closer there, it's going to start alerting you. And as soon as you hit it, it's literally going to click forward. We call that torque brake because it disallows you from actually over torquing it. So it's not just a little click, it actually moves on you. That is what's going to make sure you don't over torque any bolts. Now that being said, this is also going to have an app that goes with it, and that app will allow you to read the actual torque that you're putting out on the app or on your Apple Watch. So you can see it while you're doing it if you can't see the screen.
Cool. And when are these set to release?
Next year we'll be having them. And the goal is to make sure, the only thing that's holding us from releasing them just yet, we're getting all the internals to hold up to that golden standard of now 1/2 inch torque wrenches that goes up to 300 foot-pounds.
Cool. So be on the lookout for those coming soon from the Vim boys. Some more new products. This is a 1/2 inch master foam set. It's in development. Smoke machine, vacuum pump, but we also look like got a cooling system pressure tester. It'll be $400, cooling system refiller, a lot of new stuff. Got new work lights up there, a lot of new stuff here. That's it. We got more thermal imagers, infrared laser thermometer, the famous ball joint press. We're not gonna get into that. Ooh, body repair hammer set for you body guys. I want one of these hammers for no other reason than I want one. And then the master puller sets in that guy. And if you guys want to hear how these sound, they are solid all the way through. Alrighty guys, we're at the Impact Poly Hammers booth here at Sema 25. We're here with Jared, and we're gonna go through some dead blow hammers. So Jared, if you'd like to give us a rundown.
For sure. So we make all our products out of Canada, and we've kind of taken dead blow hammers and tried to make them a more professional grade tool. This is kind of what you see out in the industry, and it's typical, nothing against these guys, but this is how all of them are made. So fairly small bodies, thinner steel, pressed on caps on all of them. Where we've gone and taken that head, opened it up a bit, that shot can move a little more freely, thicker steel, and welded on caps.
And over here, they got a custom shop,
So we got custom line here, just introduced for the show, aluminum handles, and same kind of head construction, steel construction. You can pick a handle color, a head color, we can throw it together and get it off to you.